My name is H.A. Goodman, and I'm an author, columnist, and journalist, and this is really, really important. We were right. Senate investigators suspect McCabe altered Flynn's 302 reports from ambush interview. General Michael Flynn should be cleared, not just pardoned. They were out to get General Flynn from the beginning, and it's just unbelievable. Paul Sperry also. So it's not just True Pundit. This is by Christina Leila. So an article by Christina Leila at the Gateway Pundit. As TGP previously reported in February, according to Mike Cernovich, McCabe altered far-left FBI investigator Peter Strzok's 302 notes on his interview with General Michael Flynn. Paul Sperry, Senate investigators suspect General Flynn's 302s were edited by McCabe, referred matter to IG Horowitz. This is a crime, an enormous crime. And it is not only a breach of trust, but it's more egregious than the $700,000 to $1.2 million received by McAuliffe, his wife, received by McCabe from Terry McAuliffe, by McCabe's wife from Terry McAuliffe. So, according to Dick Morris, $1.2 million. $700,000 Andrew McCabe received from McAuliffe, who was Clinton's top fundraiser, the Democratic Party's one of the top fundraisers, Virginia governor at the time. He should have recused himself the moment his family received almost $1 million or over $1 million. The ethical thing would have been to recuse himself the second, if you're the number 2 at the FBI, and you get $1 million from any Democratic Party, and oh, by the way, there's a Clinton email investigation where top secret and special access program intelligence was transferred from SIPRNet, JWICs, and SCIFs. You cannot transfer top secret intelligence from these secure locations within the United States government. She found a way to do so. But the big issue is that they framed General Flynn on this channel. I was saying from the very beginning, the moment it went down in early January 2017, you can go ahead and check this channel. I was stating that President Trump made a big mistake in allowing Democrats to essentially bully him into having General Flynn resign. There was no issue. There was no Logan Act issue. He was the incoming National Security Advisor. And you have a situation now where the Inspector General report is not only vindicating Trump for firing Comey, which, by the way, Rod Rosenstein has a conflict of interest. He wrote the memo to fire Comey, and then he also approved a FISA warrant against Carter Page. So there's no obstruction of justice. They're trying to get him for firing Comey, but we know now from the IG report, before it's even out, that Comey was a crooked law enforcement official. If you can even call him that. James Comey is like a slithering, slimy reptile. All he does is lie all the time. He lied under oath. He said he didn't exonerate Clinton before the interview with Strzok, where she didn't know what the C meant. She thought it meant catnip or casserole. It was confidential. And then even Comey and McCabe, when they were asked, like, oh yeah, General Flynn didn't lie. So if he didn't lie, and the FBI didn't think he lied, why was he charged with lying to the FBI? This is Paul Sperry, a great journalist. Senate investigators suspect General Flynn's 302s were edited by McCabe, referred matter to IG Horowitz. The 302s are notes because, of course, we have to trust the FBI agents. And that's another reason not to just simply trust anyone taking notes. If you have people like McCabe and Comey, who, by the way, hate each other now, and they're going to flip and sing on each other, they're going to backstab each other now. Comey was willing to testify against McCabe before he was even before criminal charges were formally leveled against him, or there was a criminal referral. He will be charged, McCabe, eventually. He's now asking for immunity. But getting back to if McCabe actually altered the 302s, if McCabe actually went and looked at the looked at the notes from the FBI agents and altered them, that's a crime. And it's not just unethical. It's not just against bureaucracy. It's an enormous crime because you are tampering with evidence. You are tampering with evidence. You're creating evidence. Because if the evidence shows Flynn did not lie, and then you alter the 302s, okay, so this is Cernovich in February 2018. Huge scoop like my other big stories. Susan Rice, security clearance, Conyers. Will take media a long time to confirm. You know how Peter Strzok's system didn't back up. You know why McCabe altered his 302, a Flynn interview, and deleted all history of revision. So it's not a matter now. Senate investigators suspect Flynn's 302s were edited by McCabe. This is a really, really, really important. So he's going to get criminally charged. So he's going to get indicted, McCabe. I was predicting it, and I was one of the few people saying, hey, McCabe's going to get indicted. A long time ago, actually, but just recently did a whole bunch of videos. Now, for sure he will. To make matters worse, dirty cops McCabe and Comey cleared Sally Yates to use Peter Strzok's altered 302 summary of the interrogation and with General Flynn to brief White House Counsel and pressure Flynn's firing. I hope that General Flynn makes millions from a book detailing exactly all the suffering frustration and anxiety that he went through and his family went through from all of this. Here you have an honorable man who was Obama's defense intelligence chief. And then you have Peter Strzok. The interesting thing about Peter Strzok is this. You're the number 2 at the counterintelligence at the FBI. You're supposed to go ahead and protect the country from foreign intelligence services. But foreign intelligence services have already hacked into Clinton's emails. You'd have to be a moron or an idiot or somebody who shouldn't be at the FBI to think that an unencrypted server... Look, this is something that always stays in the description section. And it's just unbelievable. On March 18th, this is from Politico. On March 18th, 2009, Hillary Clinton stopped using her long-standing email, hr15@att.blackberry.net, and switched to a new account, hrod17@clintonemail.com. On March 18th, 2009, she had already been in office since late January of 2009. From late January 2009 until March 18th, 2009, she was using an AT&T account. Again, to my amazing subscribers, hit subscribe right now because this is important. By the way, I have a Second Amendment channel, and I started that almost at 4,000 subscribers now just 2 weeks ago. And I have my last 2 segments, Glock 30 SF and Glock 36. Love them both. Anyway... They're below in the pinned comment. Subscribe to the channel. That other channel, HA Second Amendment. But anyway, getting back to this channel, HA Goodman on YouTube. On March 18, 2009, Hillary Clinton stopped using her long-standing email. She used it at hr15@att.blackberry.net. Then she used hrod17@clintonemail.com. However, Vanafi, and I explained this in Butter Top Secret Emails, Vanafi, and I also explain everything going on in the Awan brothers and Debbie Wasserman Schultz. That's below. But Vanafi, a Utah-based security firm, has stated that 3 months of ClintonEmail.com was unencrypted. So add 3 months to March 18, 2009. What do you get? You get close to 6 months where Clinton was completely unencrypted. In her server, she was receiving classified intelligence. The first 3 months of her emails are missing, almost certainly because there's highly classified intelligence. Why would you not receive highly classified intelligence right when you become Secretary of State? The craziness of the world, all the intelligence, you have to be briefed on things. You just became Secretary of State. You have to be briefed. You have to be told what's going on. Obama had to tell his Secretary of State, hey, listen, we're a lot different from the Bush administration. Here's what we're going to do in this region of the world or that region of the world. We want a Russian reset. We know how that worked out and all that stuff. It's unbelievable. And the biggest issue is how much of this was stolen or hacked. When Donna Brazile wrote the book Hacks, she should have said hacks pertaining to Clinton email server. It was unencrypted for close to 6 months. So here you have an issue. You have a situation where she used an AT&T BlackBerry, then an AT&T email account, then an HROD 17 email account, and Peter Strzok, who interviewed Flynn, General Flynn, and also, by the way, interviewed Clinton. Different outcome with Clinton. Why? So you have two sources reporting this right now, Gateway Pundit, but also Paul Sperry and Mike Cernovich, who reported this a while. So three sources who originally reported this. McCabe is in really deep trouble. McCabe is in really deep trouble. He's looking at years in prison. Years and years and years. He altered evidence. He's part of an actual conspiracy, not a conspiracy theory. He's part of a conspiracy of individuals who actually did... Well, first of all, Peter Strzok spoke about an insurance policy in Andrew McCabe's office. An insurance policy where we can't take the risk of Trump becoming president. Then he interviews Hillary Clinton, and she doesn't know what the C means. Then he revises 5 references to gross negligence. That's U.S. Code 793F of the Espionage Act. And I explained this in my book about our top secret emails, and I also explained in the Awan brothers and Debbie Wasserman Schultz why I state that they would ask for immunity deals just like McCabe. It's interesting how Democrats are asking for immunity deals, yet they're still saying Russia, Russia, Russia. Let me just go ahead and read this in its entirety. Christina Leila. All right. According to investigative reporter Paul Sperry, now Senate investigators suspect McCabe edited General Flynn's 302s. Sperry tweeted, Senate investigators suspect General Flynn's 302s were edited by McCabe, referred matter to IG Horowitz. To make matters worse, dirty cops McCabe and Comey cleared Sally Yates to use Peter Strzok's altered 302 summary reports of the interrogation of General Flynn to brief White House Counsel and pressure Flynn's firing. So wait a second here. Sally Yates used the altered 302s, or the altered, basically the notes taken by the investigative notes taken by FBI agents. Sally Yates, the number 2 with the DOJ at the time, I believe. The interim number 2. I don't know if she's the number 2. She was pretty high, though. So wait a second. She utilized altered 302 notes, FBI summaries or assessments. She utilized evidence that was altered and tampered with, knowingly, to force the resignation of a man who was framed in Flynn, and another man in Trump who the whole thing he was framed in, but he should never have fired Flynn. And I was stating that from the very beginning. But Sally Yates is also complicit in illegal activity, well, assuming that she knew that they were altered. You can't just go ahead and you can't just go ahead and alter evidence. It doesn't work that way. That's illegal. It would be illegal if a local police officer did it, and it's definitely illegal if the FBI does it. My God. Senate Judiciary Chuck Grassley is the one who pressured the FBI and DOJ to turn over the 302 notes on General Flynn's investigation. On Friday, May 11, 2018, Senate Judiciary Chairman Chuck Grassley sent a letter to FBI Director Christopher Wray and Deputy AG Rod Rosenstein stating Comey testified the FBI didn't think General Flynn lied. Grassley also revealed Joe Pienko was the second FBI agent who joined Peter Strzok on January 24, 2017 in an ambush-style interview to take down General Flynn. Wow. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, it is all coming to the obvious conclusion. You have FBI agents working within their own bureaucratic system to achieve a political goal. The problem was they engaged in criminal behavior. If you're going to hide behind the 302 notes, make sure you don't alter them or tamper with evidence. They're evidence. You tampered with evidence, that's a crime. So that is an absolute, there are legal statutes there. Tampering with evidence is a crime. So that not only did the Office of Professional Responsibility come down hard on McCabe for lying twice under oath, because the whole thing with leaking that information to the media about the Clinton Foundation, that's like nothing compared to this. This is a true crime. It's not just a bureaucratic faux pas, it's a crime. Give me your thoughts below. They framed General Flynn, and he should be completely cleared. Not just pardoned, completely cleared of everything. And the Democratic Party should pay for his legal fees. I mean, it's just unbelievable. If anything, Mueller should be investigated for his role in looking the other way when the uranium deal went through. He was presiding over a bribery and racketeering scandal taking place on U.S. soil as yellow cake uranium was being shipped out of the country. I explained that in But Her Top Secret Emails and But Her Deleted Emails and Debunking the Trump-Russia Myth. Those books are below. Not to, toot my own horn and pat myself on the back, but my books are like foreshadowing everything. Like a lot of the things that are taking place right now, I wrote about them in 2017 in those books below and on this YouTube channel. Share this segment everywhere. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Definitely check out HA's Second Amendment below. And thank you so much for listening. General Flynn was attacked by Peter Strzok and McCabe. McCabe altered FBI 302s. Give me your thoughts below. That's a crime. That's a serious crime. So it's not a matter of if McCabe gets indicted. It's a matter of when. That's why he wants immunity. He ain't going to get it, though. He ain't going to get it. Sessions is not that stupid. Sessions is not the sharpest tool in the shed, but he's not that stupid. Give me your thoughts below. Share this segment everywhere. Check out also HA's Second Amendment in the pinned comment. Thank you so much for listening.